I'm going to show you how to animate an icon widget size. I'm going to give 3 examples. First, I'm going to show you what not to do. Then I will give you 2 solutions. Example 1, AnimatedSize. Here on our UI, we just have an icon and a button. So let's wrap our icon in an AnimatedSize widget. We'll give it a duration of 1 second. And when we press the button, we will update the icon size property with a new value. If it is 50, we'll set it to 100, else we'll set it back to 50. When we run that, it appears the icon is not animating. Only whatever is containing the icon is actually animating. This isn't what we want, so let's look at our second example. Example 2, TweenAnimationBuilder. This time, let's wrap our icon in a TweenAnimationBuilder. We'll give it a duration of 1 second and a tween beginning at 50 and ending at 100. Our builder is going to give us the size value, so let's pass that on to our icon widget. When we reload, we can see that the icon is now animating properly. However, we are limited in what we can do with this approach. For example, what if we want to animate the icon after some sort of action, like pressing a button? Example 3, AnimatedBuilder. Let's close our second example and have a look at our third and final example. Here we have an animation controller and animation, and again, an icon and a button. Using an animation controller can sometimes be a little bit scary, but for what we're doing here, it's actually pretty simple. First, let's create our animation controller, giving it a duration and a starting value of 50. Next, we'll create our tween animation. We'll give it a beginning and ending value and pass in the animation controller we just created. Next, we'll wrap our icon with an AnimatedBuilder and pass it our animation. Now, the icon size will be determined by our animations value. Finally, in the button, we'll call the forward and reverse functions on the controller, which will depend on these conditions. If the animations value is 50, we will go forward to 100, else we will reverse back to 50. As you can see, the icon size successfully animates when we press the button. Now that we know how to animate an icon size, we can apply this knowledge to different scenarios. Another example of where this might be useful is if you wanted to animate the icon upon hovering over it with your mouse or something similar. That's all for this video. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you later.